is up, you guys, and happy Monday. It has been a busy weekend, but I did not film because I was in a funk. I was in the funk all weekend. I was in my feelings, and I just needed to take that moment to just feel. And so I did not film all weekend, but it was still a great weekend nonetheless. I ended up having a family game that Friday. I had some birthday parties Saturday, and then I had a book club on Sunday. So I was booked and busy regardless of how I was feeling, which sometimes can be tough. I feel when you have so much going on and you're not feeling your best, sometimes you feel like phony, at least I do. And I think that's the main reason why I didn't want to get in front of the cameras, because I didn't feel like acting as if I was okay when I really wasn't. And I think that I was able to just feel that out and sit in my feelings to the point where like I started feeling better being with the people I loved. And so I can say that I am fully recharged now, starting my week off strong. I have been working all morning, making myself some toast for lunch, and then getting back to the grind. I did have a few errands to run during lunch and got all that done. But today is just a reset day because my weekend was so busy. I just need the day to reorganize and get my life back on track for the week. I tend to do that on Mondays because weekends for me just tend to get so busy. There are days where I get a nice slow Sunday reset vibes, but that is not always the case. And after meeting with our book club yesterday, we finished off our book and we are starting and officially picked our second book, which is Of Woman and Salt. I'm super excited to read this book. This was actually one of the books that I had entered in as a suggestion and ended up being the one we chose. But this is going to be an exciting read. It is a 12 chapter book. It is thin, so I'm sure she'll be a quick read. And we are meeting sooner. We have our halfway point coming up in 2 weeks, and then we should be done with this book by the end of the month. I'm a little disappointed with myself for February because I read 0 books, you guys. I started the 7-year slip, and that one I'm on chapter 12, not quite halfway yet, but still in the process of reading that one, and now I'm getting started on this one. So I started off January strong. February, I fell off a little bit, and I'm getting back on my reading journey in March. I need to catch up. My bread got all funky today. It is Wednesday, you guys. I don't even know what day it is, to be quite real with you guys. But I'm a little frustrated with my technology today because I have been trying to upload this video since Monday because I started posting every single Monday consecutively since the beginning of the year. and my laptop and the app in general decided to like give out on me. And I've been trying to export my edits for the past 3 days, and it has not been working, you guys. This is where I am right now. This has been 3 hours. I started exporting this at 8:30 in the morning. It is now 11:20. CapCut, what the heck? What's going on? I don't know what it is. I haven't had any issues until now, and I don't know how to fix it. But I'll see if this footage is even good. I feel like all this time spent trying to export, and my fear is that once it exports, it's not viewable. So I'm like, ugh, the things that are keeping me from being great. But I don't know. I think it's something wrong with the app. I've tried like updating it. That didn't work. And then this morning when I tried to export for like the millionth time, it told me that I was using pro features, which, by the way, the app is not flagging correctly which is a pro feature and which isn't. So I had to go back and re-edit everything, only for it to tell me that I was still using a pro feature. And I had to go back and re-edit that a third time. And then here we are trying to export again. So we'll see if I can get it up. If not, I mean, I'm going to have to explore other apps for editing. I've tried using DaVinci Resolve, and it just wasn't very user-friendly for me. I feel like CapCut is like super easy, user-friendly. And DaVinci Resolve is a little more complex in my opinion, just because I guess I'm so used to using CapCut, but I'm still very disappointed that I have not been able to get this video up for you guys. So now these videos are literally, these vlogs are going to be like back to back at this point, because I got to catch you guys up to current day. But we finished off February. February, I had mentioned I did not read my book, so I fell a little behind on my goals. I did, however, start my running journey, and I was very consistent with my running. I did go on the run yesterday and planning on going on the run tomorrow. So keeping that consistent, because I have a goal and I have a 5K I have to train for, as well as a 10K actually. I have my 10K before I have my 5K, so I gotta get it together. I feel like my days are getting repetitive. I don't know, let me know. But I love sharing my life here. It's like a virtual video diary. That's what it feels like. I feel like this is a diary and I'm just pouring my life out there. Whoever is listening, I'm happy you're here. And thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me rant my life away. But this week, I'm very looking forward to just a lot of things I have planned. I have a concert on Thursday. I have a baby shower on Saturday. And then Sunday, I have something, but I can't remember because I cannot retain my calendar. I have everything written down, but I do not have it up here. It is now 2:57 and I'm at 98.6%. I swear, you guys, this is like a whole other level of anxiety, because no way did my computer need from 8:30 to almost 3 p.m. to export a video. Like, I'm gonna have to literally consider where I edit my footage now, which is like not cool, but all learning for sure. I don't know what could be making it lag so much. I did review and Googled some potential reasons, but other than it being like a pro account, or there was like a setting in the actual app that I updated and it did help a little bit, but like I'm still in shock that it's taking this amount of time for it to export. Now we're at 99% as we speak, you guys. Fingers crossed this works. Because if my computer spent all this time just exporting the video and it's not viewable, or there's like lag or glitching, whatever it may be, I'm gonna be upset. And I will not use CapCut anymore. I don't know. The video is live, you guys. Go like, comment, subscribe, because your girl went through it to get that video up. But it is up. You guys, this video had me stressing. I hope I don't experience this again, and I still don't know or understand what could be causing it. But you know what? The quality is fine. Everything is good. It's just that export timing. What is going on? That took me longer than the actual editing process, which to me is crazy. But overall, I'm just glad I got it up. Work was draining. I'm pretty much done for the day. I am mentally checked out for the day. I just need a moment to just decompress, not think about anything, and potentially read my book. Dinner is going to be quick and easy today. I bought a shrimp. I don't know what it's called. It's like a toss and serve style shrimp where I just have to toss it on the pan, cook it for like 10 minutes, and I'm good to go. Something quick and easy, because sometimes when I get off work and I'm just mentally drained, like now, I just don't feel like doing anything. So these quick meals for me come in clutch. It's just me not wanting to do much after work. So there's that. I got the shrimp going. And I got my rice cooker going as well. And Cheryl's already having her dinner. She's too funny. She takes like a mouthful of food, and then she runs and she takes it to her bed and she eats it on her bed. Here is my dinner for tonight. Super quick, easy, healthy, simple. But is it tasty is the question. And the answer is yes. Happy Thursday. And it is my lunchtime, but I have a concert tonight. And the goal is to leave my house at either 4 or 5. I can't remember. But I'm trying to be ready for when my mom comes over, because I think the concert starts at 7. It's like an hour drive from my house, and then we still have to pick up dinner. So we're trying to give ourselves enough time to just get there at a good time, not rushing. And so that means I would like to also be ready on time so that I'm not holding everyone else up. And I'm doing something quick. My hair is thrown up in a slick back bun. Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Luminous Skin Tint Stick, though. If you haven't tried it already, you need this in your life, because look at how fast and easy this is to apply. And I'm very generous with how much I apply. But I am going to see Elevation Worship tonight. I did go see them. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that, but they came, and it was at the House of Blues, which was a smaller venue. And this year they are coming to Allstate Arena in Rosemont. Bigger venue, more people, and this time around they're actually gonna have Pastor Steven come with them. And he's going to come and do a service, and then we're going to worship. This is the first time I actually see Pastor Steven, so I'm pretty excited. My Teams is going crazy, but I'm still on my lunch. No one bother me. I have like 8 minutes to do a full face. Not even worried because I'm a pro at this point. Well, at least I didn't get it on my white t-shirt. Just hearing my teams gives me anxiety. Why is it beeping like that? And I'm super blind when I do my makeup. I should have worn contacts. Actually, no. I'm not gonna wear contacts because my eyes tend to go dry and I'm just not trying to deal with that tonight. I changed my mind real quick. The last time I wore contacts, they were drying out. This Morphe brush also, by the way, the concealer brush, is my go-to at this point. It just hugs my eyes so perfectly. It gets everything. Everything. I'm obsessed. So my mom is coming over my house right after work, and then from here we are going to pick up some dinner and head on over to the venue. When I am in a hurry and just need to throw anything on my face, Desert Island Dibs, if you have not tried it, it is a bronzer and the blush in one, and it blends so beautifully, so nice, and it's just so quick and easy to use. That's what I need. I need quick and easy. So I use this side bronzer and then this side for blush. And I am very generous with my blush because I have blush blindness. I don't know how I even find my brushes because I'm so freaking blind. And I'm getting over this cold. I still feel like a little bit of congestion. You guys, I feel like it has not gone away since the beginning of this year. It's like, what is happening? And it's also raining. So gloomy. I guess April showers decided to show up in March because it's been raining all week. But I'm super excited to worship tonight. There's so much to be grateful for. And every day, no matter what I'm feeling or what I'm going through, I try to start each day with a grateful heart. Grateful for my home, grateful for just anything that I can express gratitude towards, the air I breathe, even the rain, even though it's like super gloomy, but we need the rain in order, for spring to come, because April showers bring May flowers, except we're getting them early in March. And so that's what I'm looking forward to tonight as well, is just being deep in prayer, having a grateful heart reflecting, and just letting things that I can't control, letting go of all the things that don't serve me, all the things that I don't have control over. Like, those for sure are some of the things that I'm struggling with. I also like to set my creams, so I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution because it is my go-to, and it has like a ton of shades. Again, I like to also do that over my nose. And I am not wearing any mascara, you guys. I'm losing my mind. I'm so over these lashes because they're still in the process of falling off, so I can't necessarily wear mascara yet. I don't want to wear it at least until they all completely fall off. But they haven't yet. There's still a few hanging on there for dear life. So now my eyes look a little crazy because they're like sparse. There's like some lashes in some areas and some that don't have anything. So I just can't wait till the day I get to wear mascara again because I totally miss it. And I thought that I would be the type to be like, oh great, I don't have to wear mascara anymore. I have my lashes. But now I'm like, I'm a mascara girly. I need my mascara. So that is that. And I am done. What is it? 101. All right. I got this. All I have to do is set the face. I'm gonna use my Tear setting spray. And that is it. That is it for this look in under 10 minutes. About to get ready for the baby shower, but you guys, I almost got arrested. So you heard right, I almost got arrested this morning for speeding. I never thought that I would get arrested for speeding, but apparently I was going 53 on the 35 street, 3540. I think it's 40, I don't know, but I try to stay. Usual residential areas are 35. So I was going 50, which I agree. I was speeding because I ended up spending the night at my boyfriend's house the night before, and I left early so that I can be home at a good time to get ready for the baby shower, which at this point I'm late. Like, I think this morning just threw me in for a loop, but I was going 50 in the residential area. So he told me his whatever it is that measures how fast you're going, he said that he got 53, but that he tried pulling me over. To be honest, I was just focused on getting home, so I was just like eyes on the road. I didn't even notice the lights behind me, and it wasn't until there was an officer in front of me coming my way the opposite direction where he flashed his lights at me, and I ended up stopping and pulling over to the side because I thought it was an emergency, and the officer behind me was pretty far out. He was coming up behind me, so in my head I was like, oh, he needs to get through, so let me pull over to the side. No, he was trying to pull me over. So he parks up behind me, and then we pull into like a residential like area away from the main street. And he rolls down his windows and he's like, ma'am, do you know how fast you were going? And I told him, to be honest, no, I wasn't looking at my speed. I was just trying to get home. So he was like, you were going 77. In my head, I'm like, no way. I know what 77 feels like. I was not driving 77. That's highway speed. I was not driving highway speed in this residential area. But whatever, I was like, okay, in my head, I'm like, he's lying to me because there's no way. 50, I believe. Even 60 was a stretch, but I know I was speeding. So in my head, I already knew that I was getting a speeding ticket. But for him to say 77, I was like, this man is lying to me. His car proof says 53. So like, where did you get the 77? He's like, my partner, when he flagged you down, he got you at 77. Again, I call BS, but I kind of just went along with what he said and stayed calm. At that point, I think he was just trying to get a reaction out of me. And I wasn't fighting back because, to be honest, I was speeding. So I knew I was going to get a ticket at that moment. So he asked me for my license and registration. I had recently just renewed my car insurance. So the one that I showed him was expiring at the end of the month, and he's like, ma'am, this one's expired. And I was like, no, it's not. But I didn't argue, I just complied and was like, oh, let me just pull up my renewal then because I just renewed this. And it took me a while because I had to update the app, I had to log into my email, log into my account. So it was just waiting. I was being patient too. I was like, well, I'm going to take my time to open this up. And yeah, I pulled it up and I showed him my insurance, which starts March 30th. So I think that was unnecessary. Like, sir, it says on here that it's active. It ends in March 30th. But I guess he just needed me to pull up the renewal for whatever reason. So I did that. And he goes, takes his time, filling everything out. Then he comes back and he starts giving me the spiel, you guys. He's like, so here's the deal. He's like, you were going 77. And I asked him, I'm like, sir, can I ask you where or when you caught me doing the 77? And he's like, well, I got you at 53. So that's why I'm like, okay. And then he's like, but my partner got you at that. And I'm like, and it was right when I turned. So there's a street as I'm going home that is notorious for getting pulled over. Like, anytime you go into that street, there's someone that is pulled over. So they're hyper vigilant in that area. I feel like that's where they get most people. And I've tested my luck, and my luck fell short today. And so he told me that, which I thought was a lie. But he's like, because you were going 77, that warrants for an arrest. I was like, for speeding? And in my defense, I definitely don't think I was going 77, and his car has 53. So again, I just think he was trying to get a reaction out of me. But in my head, I'm like, okay, that's unnecessary. And then he also said that they would have to impound my car. So they would warrant an arrest. They would impound my car. They would take me in. Then I would have to appear in court. And then I don't know what happens from there. So he was pretty much telling me as if he was going to arrest me. So in my head, literally first thing that I thought of was like, great, I'm going to miss the baby shower today. Like, I'm going to have to call my mom and say, hey mom, I'm in jail. Like, I won't be there because I was speeding, which is crazy to say. The craziest part for me though, which was wild, is that not only was he trying to arrest me for reckless driving, but he also was trying to charge me for driving under the influence, for driving at that speed, and because it's daytime. That to me doesn't make sense. Nor was I under the influence. Maybe because it's early. It was like 8:50 when he pulled me over. But that was a little to the extreme. So at that point, I was like, yeah, this man is testing me. He's trying to see if like he gets any kind of reaction out of me. And I was genuinely shocked to hear the charges. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize that the charges were this aggressive for speeding. And let alone, like, I just think he was trying to catch me up or like try to get me for something, because there's no way. I swear to you guys, there's no way I was going 77. That's a lie. So I just didn't believe him when he told me that. I'm over here thinking I'm just gonna get a nice little ticket and go about my day. Like, I deserve it. I was speeding. Like, there's no doubt about that. And the officer even asked me, like, ma'am, where are you coming from? I'm like, my boyfriend's house. And he's like, why were you speeding? I'm like, because I have a baby shower I have to prep for. And I have a sense of urgency to get home and get ready. I said it doesn't make it okay that I was speeding. I totally understand that, but like I will be more mindful next time. So I was being very calm about it when I was explaining. And then he's like, well, ma'am, since you're being honest with me, I'm just gonna let you go with the ticket. But just know, had it been anyone else, these would have been your charges. So I'm like, fair enough. I appreciate. And I told him, like, thank you for your grace. Like, I appreciate you for, just not taking it to the extreme. And then he was like, have fun at your baby shower. He's like, all right, ma'am, here you go. Here's your license. You have to pay $200 something and you have to go to traffic school. So it doesn't show up on your record, which again, I appreciate that too. But part of me is like, great, now I have to go to traffic school. But I don't want it to show up on my record. So I'm going to just pay the fee, take the classes, and not speed anymore. Lesson learned. I don't want to get arrested. So that was my story of the morning. And I immediately called my boyfriend because he didn't believe me when I texted him. But then when I called him and told him all of that, he was even shocked. And he's like, what? Like, arrested. And he's like, under the influence. He's like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I even called my mom too, and she was shocked. I texted my family. I'm like, you guys, I almost didn't make it because I got arrested today. So that is wild. That is just crazy. If I were to have gotten arrested, obviously I'm going to comply. Like, I'm not going to fight it. But I would have been questioning them the whole time. Like, what warrants for, like, just because I woke up and rolled out of bed and looked tired, because my eyes do get puffy in the morning when I wake up. And that warrants for, like, under the influence? Like, that's what gets me. That's what gets me. I didn't drink an ounce of alcohol. I have no drug in my system. Like, but you're arresting me for under the influence and reckless driving. But lesson learned. I shouldn't be speeding regardless. So I deserve that ticket, but I did not deserve to get arrested. Which, thank goodness I didn't. I've gotten some pretty jerky cops. This one was also a Latino. He was Hispano. So I'm like, come on, man. Like, it be your own people sometimes. It really be your own people. Look what's happening in the world right now. So it's crazy. But I've gotten, like, not so friendly officers that have really degraded me. Like, you know that they do not like women. Like, I've had officers talk to me in a way, but I've always kept my cool because I feel like because they are authority and they have that power in their hands, it gets to their head sometimes and they think they could just treat people the way they do, but it's not okay. It doesn't give officers right to treat people that way. It's just common ethics. Like, what? And me, it was again for being on my phone while I was driving. So that officer that pulled me over was not so nice. He was such an asshole to me. Like, so mean. He degraded me. He was like calling me all these things. Like, you must not know how to drive. And like all these things. And I'm like, this was not necessary for you to treat me this way. But again, I stayed cool because I feel like they want to get reactions out of you to get you for something. And I'm like, not today. He's not getting me today. So I just stayed calm and I was just like, wow. Like, I can't believe that you guys take it to this extreme. He let me go. And he also asked me where I was going. I was being honest. I was real. I had nothing to hide. Like, yeah, officer, I may look like shit today, but damn, I'm not under the influence. That threw me in for a loop. But I'm just grateful I just have to pay this ticket. I have to go to school, to traffic school. And yeah, that's what it is. That's my morning so far. But you know what? I think God was looking out for me. And I get to attend this baby shower and spend time with my family. So I'm just grateful. Grateful. paid actor.
Actually, not painting today.
Oh, that's cute. Let me see your baby. Babies are expensive.
$39.99.
For baby wipes, 39.
Dang.
Baby lotion, $4.99.
Oh, that's the cheapest thing on here.
This one bottle brush, $19.99.
Wow.
Where you shopping at?
Girl, I got you Dollar Tree.
I don't know. We can go to motherfucking dollar store.
That's what I just say. I'm sorry. We're going to Dollar Tree.
Dead ass.
A jar of baby food, just $1.99. I think that's all. She likes Target. She went shopping.
I figured. That's why I was like,
That's why she's shopping at Target.
Essentials is $167.11.
sorry, sister. We have some expensive babies.
Dang. I put 232 and it's only 167. That's still a lot of money. My aunt had an amazing time. She got emotional because she wasn't planning a baby shower. She had told us that this year they were not throwing one because they had just other things to focus on and expenses. So we took it upon ourselves as a family to throw one for her, but it was a surprise. And of course, she was just so grateful for everything, and everything turned out so well. Party planning can be stressful, so we were all just kind of getting everything together and yeah, like setting everything up. But everything turned out so cute. The food was great. Everyone had a great time. The games were fun. The gifts were cute. You know, everything you can expect. But my day is not over. I am heading home. I'm going to freshen up. And then we're going to join my sister out for a girls' night. So she has an assignment for one of her psychology classes. And one of them was to go to a strip club, a male strip club. I know, we were all like, this is a homework assignment for you? But when I asked her about the assignment, it was, she had to choose, I guess, an environment where she wouldn't normally see herself going to, I guess, to experience, so that she could get a better understanding of the environment. And I think that because she is going to school to be a therapist, a social worker, or a counselor, she kind of has to put herself in some of those situations to help her clients and relate. So that is why we're going to this event. But I mean, we're gonna make it a girls' night and we're gonna have fun. So I'm gonna go home, freshen up, take this pink off, and throw on a cute little leather jacket and head on into the city to, you know, have a little Magic Mike night. I am officially ready. I just changed out my jacket and then threw on some booties, but I am ready for this girls' night.
It's raining. No.
No.
It's raining, man. We decided to wear red. Okay.
I know we did. I'm wearing black for the vibes. Ooh, your fit looks cute.
I know, right?
I wanted a shirt like that, but I haven't, like I said.
Happy International Women's Day. Look at the beautiful flowers my boyfriend got me. They're so pretty. Very spring-like because we got spring weather in full effect. It is high 60s today, so gorgeous weather. I took Cheryl out for a walk and she was so happy. I had stepped out to get some groceries done, but then my boyfriend texted me saying that there was a delivery for me, and I came home so quick, and these beautiful flowers were waiting for me. So I feel so loved and happy. But I am about to go to Jewel to get some groceries done. And last night was fun. It was a really good time. It was my sisters, my mom, and my aunt. And we all went out for a girls' night out to help support my sister for a project. And it was a very interesting project. But she got everything she needed, all the notes, our full support. And overall, we had a good time. We had a good time. Not my vibe, but we were there to support my sister, and we were home pretty early. So overall, good time, good girls' night, good girls' night. And my sisters and my mom had a blast. They had great music, and of course we were watching the Magic Mike show. Curious to know what my sister is going to write about, but that rounds out my weekend, you guys. I had a super busy weekend and getting ready to reset and start the work week. So I have a lot of editing to do today for my last week vlog that I have not started on. I did have like issues uploading and exporting out my previous video, so I hope that this time around it does not give me any issues. If not, I have to figure something out, but I will have these vlogs up for you guys. But that is it for this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Let's be friends. But I will see you all in the next vlog. Bye.